Oh, say hello. 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 I really hope no one was like caught off guard by the beautiful singing.
I think they'll mostly welcome it rather than frown upon it. I think when anybody sings, people adore it.
I think
Because
that's correct.
see, Jonathan is saying hello. And Jonathan knows music, so they must love our singing. Tango's is here, and they also love music.
Mm-hmm.
Great words of Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. Music is for poo brain. Aaron, hello.
Music is for poo brain.
For poo brain.
Why do they say that?
Like things that have like animals that have like well, this is really why. So in the show, like they're trying to lull this like horse away from their like farm or their yard or whatever. So they play it music because it's like, oh, like dumb things like music. It's like follow the music, here we go. And like it's just
I don't
like
know why. In my head it was ketamine.
no, definitely not ketamine. Definitely not ketamine.
They
Oh,
would have it would have been more normal for the horse.
to give the horse K? Yeah, of course. It's
Yeah.
that's what it's needed for. Yeah.
I think this might be too early for the YouTube census.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, we also started watching a movie called Rotting in the Sun. It's
movie.
it's a film, movie or film, I don't know, but
I said it's on movie. We
oh,
released
it's on Mubi. Oh, what's it called? I think we pirated it. Sorry, Mubi.
Love that.
I didn't. I would never steal a car, so I wouldn't steal a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie distribution.
It's a movie distributed. It definitely is something. But the central plot point is the main character is addicted to is addicted to ketamine and cocaine, and he flips him up a little bit. Very interesting.
Horsey snow.
Mm-hmm. Horsey snow. Oh God. What do people? Yeah, Aaron. How my day has been very fun. I of course I have therapy, so that's always a good time. Love working on my mental health. How's your day? How you been?
Me. I woke up in the morning. I go to my desk. I go to work. I have lunch. I go back. I keep working.
Amazing.
I have dinner. I go to a meeting for my church. I keep working.
Meeting.
I
Yes.
A beverage, and then I stream, and then I go to sleep.
Yes. You sleep?
Electricity, my screen exposure today is gonna be like a record high.
Yes. I think we have accrued enough people and banter unless Aaron had an exam today for their I think I would call them comps, I believe. Like the comprehensive exam. So congratulations. Or maybe I think so, but great. We have a poll, I believe, we need to go over that people have some vested interest in. Lavuna is so excited for the poll. She knows it was happening. Thank you, Lavuna. So last time I saw this poll for the first one, of course we have two polls now. We were thinking about for the copula, I believe. Is this just either copula?
Okay, so basically,
yes, that's for both. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things that I realized as I was writing the poll out was that the locative and genitive have both. First of all, we hadn't properly named the cases, so I did that. So I made it the nominative and accusative. And for the people who are in the Patreon, I shared a thing about how basically in Korean it's very hard to the nominative and accusative don't align neatly simply because the their function is a mixture of topicality and and case marking. Although you can argue that like the true topic marker can replace either of the subject or object marking particles, and so effectively it doesn't mark case. Although I guess it kind of, by replacing them, it effectively stands in for it. This is why they say it's complex, and like you can't say it's fully one thing, and she's not fully another, because as nature,
we can't pigeonhole her.
There's all this stuff in the middle, and you're just like, what's going on? Because I love her.
No, Miss Typology has nothing on her.
Mm-hmm. T-apology.
So we could either, for both of our copula, I apologize, we could either have them both marked in the nominative case, or have it be just your classic, I guess, nominative accusative. The object of that copula predicate would be, of course, in the accusative. Last time I saw it, it was tied, and then we put it out to people through the four corners of the earth to please untie this. You know what they did?
It was untied.
It was untied. The option that has won is the double nominative.
I had a mouthful of drink, Miles.
I noticed that too. I did all mean the double nominative. I apologize. See, this is what I mean when I just read off vibes and don't like really look at the words, the letters rather. But like double nominative is the winner. I think this is a fair. Oh, Jonathan does not like that option.
This is one of the funny things, is that when Jonathan is actively engaging in picking between me and Miles, they really don't like it. And it's not forgotten that you sided with Miles last time.
The correct person.
I remember.
But just for those who are watching or are catching up with watching, if you are just Joe Nobody and could log into patreon.com and go on Let's Have a Bouba, you could vote in this poll. You do not have to give us anything for this. This is free to the public that you can enjoy. However, we did indeed this week have a special poll for our patrons.
It's just like, it's just easier to like, sometimes, like, especially because for Langtime Studios, basically the patron benefit is more votes in one poll, and so you get more of these like matrixy polls.
Indeed.
Whereas I think that we benefit from having a split poll, and we can kind of find ways to split these decisions out in a way where you can kind of pick independently from each other. I think I was making more words of that than I needed to. But
and that's okay. I think we understood the gist.
I'm trying to find a shareable link. Okay, here we go.
Yes. But as you have noticed, we both have an equative copula and a classificational copula. And this was kind of this poll here. It did have some overlap whether or not it would be marked for the accusative. Of course, that is now moot. But either it would be for the no locative in our classificational copula construction, the CCC, or in our we would have the copula, or we would have the locative argument. And in this case, this was a landslide by a long while. People really like the idea of having the locative there to mark that is classificational. I think it's a cool little diddle as well. It gives them kind of a little bit of a chunkier thing, if I'm not mistaken, but I think we're going to be okay.
It's chunky in that it isn't basic.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to shorten it up. I think that we could make the argument for losing the final nasal. To see how we feel about that.
I even think we could get rid of the who part and just have it bang.
The who is the plural marking.
Then never mind. Then yeah, we can get rid of that nasal.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm glad you did point that out. No.
That was why we haven't got it on screen, but I had put the I think I had selectively bolded those sections.
Let me see if you did.
Sorry.
No, you're totally good. I'm just going to our copula constructions here for all the people to see. I'm going to.
Okay. Are we ready to like tick the little box?
I think once we write up how this works, we 100,000% are.
Okay.
I'm going to share this here.
I have tried to move the NetLang examples, and it really didn't like the screenshots. The screenshots didn't transfer well.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't want to move it now and worry about that, but I'll try and fix that in time. I would say that I think the stuff in the poll, I did correct some spelling stuff, but I think it's better than all of the random notes that are out here now.
The random notes that we have need some adjustments, but they do what they do.
I'm fairly sure that I have put all of the roots we made into a big document. The public forum document. Which is actually called something different. I'm going to put forum in the title. Maybe no, I didn't. Oh no, here they are. Found them. I finished the colors section.
Nice.
So I've moved those with their full shebang, the technical term. I still don't know what I was going for with white man construction.
I actually do know what you're talking about. It's the Arapaho version of where it kind of is like person mark. Yeah. The white man copula. Love it. Hello.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like having I don't know. Actually, considering all of the data I've looked at, having an independent copula isn't that weird. Certainly, there's so many analytic languages where you couldn't really describe it as something else.
Oh, go away, Windows security. I don't need a security guard to help me out.
My microphone's irritating me. I'm going to put it on my necklace. Well, it's not really a necklace. I don't know what to call it. Pendant?
Yeah.
Kind of a necklace. I don't know why I feel weird about the word necklace. It's the gender of it all, as always.
Where are you? I just had you. Shit. Where was copular thoughts?
I deleted them. Everything we need is in the poll section.
Oh, great.
I'm just gonna like steal this and then I'll pop up here and then I'll paste it and then we can delete stuff.
Noise.
Texas. It's a dove made of olive wood.
Ooh, what? Oh, because of the olive branch.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that.
I was actually like thinking I should have I like wanted something I could wear that was kind of Christian adjacent, but I didn't necessarily. I feel like more atheists wear crosses than like Christians. Although I feel like the number of Christians that wear crosses is maybe higher.
I think people just want that little T for their name, like Tiffany.
That's not how you write a T. Oh, like a lowercase T.
Yeah, that's why I write my lowercase t's.
But I feel like with names, I associate it with like monograms being done in capital letters.
Mhm.
Okay, so um, duh, duh, duh. Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Do you wanna do a very quick YouTube poll on uh Zabeng versus Zabe?
I can start a poll.
And it could be that it comes out between vowels. I don't know, because we had said that we were considering having our articles be a little bit more phonologically um what do you call it? Malleable.
Hmm.
Um Essentially the thing that came up first of all was a section like we have here where if we wanted to say the crab is the bug, you would have although at that point, are you doing it equationally? Because you're saying that one is that one.
Mm-hmm.
It still works. So it'd be buzz, za, pieke, za, muz. All right.
Because this is more of like a statement of fact rather than saying like this, like
I
this.
don't think that you've got put those in the right way around, but I think you can tell the one that you said yes to reduce isn't reduced, and the
God
one
damn.
you said
Have people voted?
yeah,
Yeah,
60.
everybody's voted. Okay. So I mean,
I think most people want Zabe.
okay, I think that was the clear option. Um, okay, we're gonna end the poll. We're gonna do it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
Jonathan
think
went on
everyone went on the
before
form that was written out.
because that was the clearest thing. Perfect. So Zabe is yes. Okay, perfect. English isn't the same deal because
Sorry.
wonderful. This is
Sorry,
great.
I didn't laugh like that. It is.
Get out of here.
Also, I started renaming stuff because okay, we're going for phonologically um
No.
flexible forms.
Mm, I like phonologically flexible.
Um it does mean considering like all of the like the thing is we've already decided we're not going strictly based on the sound changes because we've already reduced buvune to bune, for example.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
so I think that the the who I think is quite distinct. It only gets reduced in the third person accusative.
It does.
So I think that like I do find it very funny that we have this form that looks like huge, but it's huge.
Yeah.
um, why are you gay?
What? Why are you gay?
Sorry.
So Jonathan posits that the NG should stick around before a vowel. So if I can kind of speak to my interpretation, Jonathan, what you're saying is that if this consonant before Volpus was a vowel, the bang should stay. Logan, hello. You have are appropriately on copula time. Just excellent.
I'm trying to think. Let me check those roots. Du- du- du.
Is
None
similarly.
of these would start with a vowel. I'm trying to find a. I want a verb that starts with a vowel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I I don't know what the modern form of ayahu is, but it means to line up.
Ooh,
Uh,
want to line up.
this is how you can tell I've been like just doing stuff. Um, it becomes ayah,
Yeah.
ayah,
Yeah.
ayah.
Yeah.
The final H. It's like, I'm like
Yeah.
ayah.
Yeah. Oh God. Yo, I'm not
Um,
stretched well enough.
you're not what?
Stretching well enough.
Hmm. I found a bunch of emails about like this stretching thing I signed up for once in my
Mm.
spam mail the other day, and I got a free trial and then like did it like 4 times in a month, and then
Mm.
I was like, no, 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 you're not making me pay for a whole year, and I unsubscribed swiftly on time, avoided the Duolingo situation I'm in where
Mm.
I've got a long subscription.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I've cancelled that now, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I have gotten Pimsleur. I've been
Mm.
enjoying it. But of course it's not very it's not like the same like Duolingo kind of like vibe. It's very audio based, of course.
Mm.
Nominative. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it works for my commute. I just kind of put one on and like think of album. Um, where
Okay, but this is the same.
key?
This is part of why I ended up just splitting them. Is that they they're always both in the nominative.
Oh, oh.
It's because we don't have simple cases.
No, but yeah, but like both arguments are both arguments has both arguments solely in the nominative. Well, hold on.
It, it, it's easy to say in the nominative, whereas the classificational copula is has the second
Is it about you can say about it's about the predicate only, just
has
based on this.
the noun forming the predicate in the locative form.
Mhm.
This is easier with our examples because also it's kind of funny because we've ended up in the exclusively in the with the copula,
Mhm.
we have this kind of situation where we could claim that there is a definiteness distinction.
That's what I am kind of thinking too.
Um, I think that it's like entirely implied. Um, we 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 know what our numbers are originating as. We
Mhm.
could do an example that that's like a crab is a bug, which would be also classificational. In which case we would do but
Mm,
was piekedzamuz.
but
Yeah, because a crab is a bug
mhm,
would be one
mhm.
buzz. But actually, I don't know order.
Ooh, I I assume had final.
Well, first of all,
Mm,
you don't always have. I think we tend to follow these patterns because they're easier. But like for like
yeah.
with head final with numerals, it's like, are you saying it's one of the bugs, or is it a one kind of bug?
Yes, I see what you're saying here.
Saying it's a one kind of bug seems wrong, but um,
It's the tonguey three versus the three tongues.
but the thing is that that's how if we make it like a if you don't have to treat numerals the same as adjectives and stuff, and
Yeah.
also because I because I implemented the idea I liked that didn't win into the proto language. I basically I just like I made it so that one would be the same as alone.
I think that's cute.
So in bokus, the numerals will still exist, but like two would mean pair, not two. Like as a numeral, it's always the form because we never went back and
Well, in the
worked
myth.
out what because we didn't make the protoforms properly. That was something that we always were going to go back to and just didn't.
True.
So it'd be one buzz za, one keke um
Mhm.
zave vopus.
I think where I was unsure is that like is but the word for one.
No,
Okay.
no.
That yeah.
So this would be the crab is the bug.
Fun to you, everybody. Nice. It is. The crab is the bug.
Where the bug is a specific one. Um, Also, I feel like I keep saying pique, but it's pique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, two. If the lower numerals have more adjective meanings, they could behave differently than bigger numbers, maybe. That is
Well,
true.
the lower ones for our purposes of this language aren't numerals anymore.
Yes. They have
Um,
now been fully adjectived.
yeah,
Mhm.
they were replaced by the bigger. Did you ever watch those baking videos by Bigger Bolder Baking with like the random Irish lady who lived in LA?
No,
Or is this a
but
memory
I'm going to entertain
exclusive
this.
to my childhood as on baking YouTube?
Were you like what's her name? Rosanna Panino? She
Or is
exists.
that a Pansino?
Yes, her.
Um, she annoyed me, but
Okay, great.
I think that like I had a very low tolerance for annoying Americans.
Yes, I also have a very low tolerance for doing Americans.
No,
Everybody, I had a Karen attack me. Like, I think, yeah, not verbally, but not physically, thankfully. So, like, I'm driving, right, as one does. There's a child walking, yeah, walking.
David remembers. David remembers. That's all I needed.
Hmm.
Bit
But this
about bit
child,
of water baking was like one of the not my favorites, but like I had a period where I was I don't I'm like you're not my therapist. I don't have to work out why I was baking. I
parts
just like as a child I liked baking.
baking is fun. But hold on. So this kid is walking slow as a snail, just like back to the car, not seeing enough. Then I see the kid. Me and Remy are commenting on how this kid is going so slow, and we see the kid, and I pull him my parking spot, and then this woman comes across the street from the pool, and it's like, "You almost hit my kid." I'm like, "No, what? Where?" And she's like yelling at me. Four of her friends now come up to me and start saying, "She's a mother of the kid. She's a mother of the kid." I'm like, "Girl, sure, yes, we get that. But also, like, is your kid dead? No. Is your kid hurt? No." And it is a rather confusing thing. And then we just walk away because it's not worth anything to like waste my breath on this person. So I'm just like, whatever, bye, thank you. And just like, oh my gosh, like people have the energy to do so much. I don't. Um, but I'm like,
Okay,
wow, gall.
brief interlude in our sharing about our problems with people.
Hmm.
We have already decided numbers follow them.
Okay.
Um, which does mean um, I don't know. I feel like at that point, I don't want to make a definite series. I really don't want to.
I
I think
know.
that would be bad. But we're gonna have those numbers rubbing against the
It's calling it. It's calling for it to be just like club to become
like. I want to check the Nasi Bomo order because we're not learning them from Nasi Bomo as the daughter, but
as like the Babylonians to um math or in the other regions around them being like this one number is calculate that. Yay.
um, like
Gosh.
for example, we know that we're going biggest number to smaller. We're not doing the Yatlao reverse Yipu.
No, we're not. Thank God.
Um, Okay, we don't ever say the order of numbers and the nouns that are modifying it. Oh,
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. But yeah, I mean, we can decide right now.
okay.
This is the chance to be
So,
creative.
so
Uh-oh.
order of numeral and noun in Nasi Bomo. So Nasi Bomo is head initial.
Very. Well, not very, but yes, it is. It leans it.
It's quite head initial.
I mean, I'm thinking Tlawa is like the pinnacle of like head initialness, but like yes,
No, because if it was super head initial, our subjects would also be in it first, wouldn't they?
it's up for debate. Continue.
It's our fault for picking a weird typological order.
The verb is first, so to me that always means like head initial, regardless of what comes after. Oh, David.
David, I want to know the face that Jesse made at that point. That's what I want to know.
I'm just glad neither of us were drinking anything.
I I think the earlier situation was more spit take worthy. Also on theme, on topic.
It is on brand. No one's saying it's not. Um, 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 um,
You're
um,
recreating our hit song.
wait.
Okay,
Oh,
so
the numeral number
do
order.
we, Jesse's reading the comments. Thank you for the line by line playback, David. I appreciated it.
Okay, I got a little pull.
Wait, why are you doing Boku's order before we know the Nasi Boba order?
And pull.
Wait, I don't know.
This poll is bogus. It is bogus. The International Election Bureau came in and said it was illegitimate. Of what's the order of noun determiner? David asks.
See?
Tezis wins. Tezis is quick on the buzzer.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm just like looking at our document. The thing is, I sometimes I feel like, oh, we're ready to finish.
I'll say Tezis with English. Come up.
I'm gonna carry on with my thing while you work out what you said, because without replaying the video, I don't think I remember.
I'm not gonna play the video.
Maybe one of our fans wants to do the video replay, and then I'll
on the Allen chat
reward Miles based on what you tell me.
Oh yeah, we are going full junta. Is that how you say that word? Junta.
I think in English we just use the glottal H and say junta.
I say junta. Junta. I would say junta as well. You are in
the glottal stop junta.
Done. Oh, Soton has returned. Hello, Soton. What did I miss besides everything? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You kind of missed a lot.
Jonathan, I would believe you. I think this would be already established. No offense, Miles, but between you and Jonathan.
If who would you believe? I mean, I lie for humor's sake, so don't believe me.
I remember that.
I just find lying funny.
And I was just like, that's the lie. Like, oh yeah, it is. Okay, Jonathan was right. The punishment is that I have to keep telling you about why. Okay, we left Nasi Bomo because on the one hand, we were very frustrated with it. And on the other hand, we just finished Luxembourg, which usually feels like your language is like done enough where like you can do stuff with it, right?
Monsters.
Um so so we were like, let's not worry about tying up every loose end. And
Well,
and we just
go ahead. Here's what I'm going to say is that based upon our indefinite marking, right?
mhm.
There is a noun determiner order there with the plural indefinite marker, which could argue that larger trend of a noun determiner order, especially if it's a plural marker, like a quantifying um morpheme. Ugh, I don't like that word, but like a quantifier, if you will. Yeah, you tell him, Logan, who needs 31 words?
Kogipona, that's who needs more than 31
Hmm.
words.
Also, I don't know how it's like Sonia Lang is just like a boss ass bitch. Like I stand. I think she's great now.
I find I'm gonna say this very publicly. I find the people who love Tokipona and don't care about other conlangs as annoying as the Esperanto people.
I here
And
I
that's not
can't
to say
imagine
I
a
don't appreciate that
situation.
they're there.
Yeah, no, like I mean, like I how do I
They,
phrase this? I think there is a effort to like the hyper focus. I get it, sure, and be like, oh my god, I love this, but like they're everybody's doing their own little thing. I mean,
this,
also that Jonathan. I'm gonna put this in here.
I don't know. I don't think that they're that different from each other. Not the languages, but the communities.
Greater noun determiner word order, which means here.
I do think that it makes sense for the numbers to go um
Zoovie, zoovie, zoo,
wait.
zoovie, zoovie,
First
zoo,
of all, the communities themselves, yes, the people who care a lot about them.
zoovie, 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 zoo.
I think I also have a soft spot for Esperanto, not from a language creation perspective, but from a language learner's perspective, because
Hmm.
I did a little bit of it. Oh, they definitely don't want to be associated with the rest of us.
Numerals. It's the one where it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4 in it.
Um, I think the thing that you found doesn't actually help us, unless you want to explain how it does.
I will. I will again. But how I am interpreting this is that in our indefinite marking here, I want to share this tab instead. Hello, old friend. Um, there we go. So I'm using this kind of noun phrase here as we have olive, some, branches, some, and with this kind of being like a plural marker as a sort of quantifier, I could see that kind of mapping on to numerals behaving in the same way and leading to this kind of greater noun determiner order in both Nasi Bomo and in kind of Bokus as well.
Oh, and the indefinite marker also is from um, a noun number thing.
It
Yeah,
is.
which which actually I think I think that goes against the order we expect, although I'm not 100% on that.
Oh, what's that? What you got there? Oh, wow, amazing. Okay, I'll go back to here.
Yeah, so this is where I carry on our weekly reading of The Art of Language Invention. For people who want to read, who want to listen to it as an audiobook, but without David's accent.
A reading from the Book of Peterson. Go ahead.
Peterson 1 verse 5. Disregarding how these words are pronounced. Look at that nonsense. That was from page 138.
No, so I agree with that. It's just they just have the more vocal like majority. As these forms are borrowed from the beautiful guttural language of Nos. Okay, hold on. I still get it wrong. Is it Nos si bomo or not Nasi bomo? Which one is the fringalized one?
It's the N.
It's the N. Okay.
I did run into this.
I always screw it up. And if it's wrong on that one document that I'm thinking of, I'm gonna lose both my tits. There's gonna be just like gone.
I support those trans surgeries for you. I hope you get one of the free ones they're giving out to all the children.
But I'm not an alien. Does it matter?
That's true. Maybe you can move to Haiti and then the Haitian government will sponsor that for you.
Could I have some evangelical organization sponsor me for just 38 cents a day?
Those are good people actually, and so no.
No, damn. Okay.
Those people we aren't worried about, and we're not going to question them. You know?
Yes.
Like, I think that's how priorities work.
Oh, have also kept the noun numeral word order that is present in that it's present.
I can't see numerals in the handy dandy list.
The Church of Fab. I love that.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sure there's
FH no NPB FAG.
Oh Lord.
Nicole Page Brooks, icon.
I have not watched All Stars.
Every time that they make the drag queens rap on Drag Race, it's always iconic.
Cringy. These are indeed. Yeah, these. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, isn't it strange how ho is our plural marker and who is the Nasi Bomo word for one? Isn't that great?
It makes me like the situation a lot less.
Doesn't it?
Because they're gonna merge because the who always
we can't no we can't.
It always becomes who.
Here's the only thing that I can think of as a repair strategy.
No, I think we say that the word for one that was original, himi, stays.
Yeah. And then we don't have to worry about an indefinite article because it's too big to merge.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I mean, honestly, if we're doing modifiers preceding, I'm fine with putting nouns there.
Proceeding.
I like the is Graham. I never know what to call him. I'm always like Graham.
Mr.
I would say
Hill.
Graham. He's
And so,
not
Tom, to give
attractive.
your answer, I'm going to say the former. I think it would. I think you would probably have a lot of like punctuations to deal with, especially kind of being conveying it in like a more romanized version. But potentially says something that you could do in the writing system. But even still, I think having that phonemic tone is intriguing. Where are they going? Oh, where are our yeah, why
Because Graham is the only one that has a significant difference in how you say it in US English and British English.
mm,
And it's also because if it's not a name, I don't, because they sound like different names to me. To me, Graham is a different name to Graham.
Graham. Graham. I have a friend called Peter.
Yeah, and I just call him Peter.
Yeah, see?
Like, that doesn't bother me.
I someone called I know someone called Jason.
Jason is exactly the same thing.
Whoa, that's
I'm
crazy.
fairly sure, apart from maybe the place exactly of the A, but yeah,
Oh,
Jason.
okay.
Yeah, Graham.
Graham. Graham. How
Graham. Yeah,
how how do you say the thing that you is made out of wax that children draw with?
crayon.
The rhyme with Graham?
No.
Okay. I'm just poking now.
When I see a
Baba
word,
just
I
phase
say them, lay them, and spay them.
Spam, stay them puppets.
Spay comes in a K
Can.
Kian.
Can. Um, where is our number for number one? And how did you know what it was in?
It's in the public forum that you
Jesus,
always
that I
forget.
do not ever have. I'm like, I only need one document, right? I don't need another one. Like that'd be
And
too.
you own it, don't you? It's the funniest.
Oh my days. Oh god,
Anyway, it comes out as He-Man.
He-Man. Heim.
Speaking of, have you heard the rumors that only one of the Heim sisters could actually sing without auto-tune?
I have not seen that, and that is not at all what I thought you were going to say.
So,
I thought you were going to be like, only one of them is not gay. It's just two straights and a gay.
and Two Straights to a Gay might be coming up very soon on a YouTube channel.
Near you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've also speaking of gay stuff. Hi, but also I've watched this new show called Overcompensated.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's cute. It's Benito Stinner, who I find hilarious.
The thing is, like, there's like a class of like gay actors of that generation who all kind of blend together in my mind.
I mean, like it's the Ryan Murphy muse.
I guess so.
4, 5,
Anyway. Oh,
6. What base is base 10? Base 10?
No, I
Base
don't think
6.
it's that easy for us. I hate it.
You
I
can.
think it's base 12.
Okay, we'll start with 6. Yeah,
Oh, it's 6.
that's 5. Shit. Hold on. Heal.
This document should not be this hard to navigate. I
Which
think our current one is a lot nicer.
this one, the Boku's one?
Yeah,
Yep, I would agree with that. I think we're
I think it helps
understanding.
that we didn't randomly select the number 9 for the number of cases we got. Okay, yeah, it's base 6 because it's wait, is it? No, it's base 20.
Oh, it
We just have a
is
sub base of 5.
memory unlocked. Delete row.
It is written in here, luckily.
Nice. Um, proto slash borrowed modern. Okay. So this is Hime. Hime, and I'm sure someone smarter than me and who has access to a doc can tell me what the protophone is or add it into that little cell there. Oh, thank you. Um, 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 oh, it's all the way down here, the previous polls. Okay.
Is it?
Mhm. Come where I am.
Whoop. Here we are. Oh, I'd been trying to work this out,
Yeah. Okay. So we have we're gonna borrow in
which
this.
means that we can like cross this one out.
Thank God.
Is that how it? No, that's not. Is it 6? There was a thing that used to be for it's alt. It's with alt. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's yeah. Format. What is it? Alt Shift 5. What a dumb shortcut. Anyway. Are we borrowing that? Well, hold on. We're borrowing this in at the modern stage, correct?
No.
No.
These are this is essentially what we would put in the proto level. We
This
decided we were doing very early numbers
okay, I remember this, yeah.
because also this is the proto za, right? This isn't modern nasi bomo numbers that they're getting.
They are. Sure. Okay.
So this is happening. Yeah, the easiest thing is to do it before the tone exodus, which just means essentially we're doing it with the proto phonology.
Okay. So how does that place us in terms of this S?
Oh yeah. Um no, I'm trying to remember, but didn't we have a
Mhm.
we okay.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Okay. So basically we never decided.
Okay. And now the time where we can.
Yeah, because like people will often say like you're learning in and it needs to fit the phonology of the language. I don't want to randomly be adding L's in at this stage.
I don't want to be randomly adding in most things.
Um, but for example, learning in an S where we're about to get one to me seems fine
Yeah, and
because
plus, like, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, what is this sound that you have? It is unknown to us." You're like, "S, S."
like because Japanese fully developed its code and nasals just to adopt Chinese words.
Mm.
It was one of the strong motivating factors. Um,
Um, I was gonna
and
say in terms of
and the other thing you can
Japanese
do
S.
is you can justify it through bilingualism. So you have to imagine that at this point in time, there are enough people in this branch of the tundra family who are trading with people in the river basin. The It's actually a small river basin compared to the one the tundra people are in, but they're Mediterranean side of the bay. Um, I would call it the Med Bay, but I know in the US that's like a part of a hospital, right?
Yeah, maybe I could see calling them like a med bay, like a wing of the hospital for sure.
Okay.
Someone asked, does pharyngealization leave no trace in loans?
We don't have
Um,
a way of doing it.
yeah, there's not really anything that would be comparable, especially because we're going from a kind of larger phonology to a rather, especially in the consonants, rather restricted. I do like what you're positing about, like this S being loaned in without the L and the sawu. I think that makes sense.
Well, if we're doing a like a that it's essentially like a full
Mm.
like I kind of just want to move this table and do like a learn words section underneath the phonology.
Let's do it.
Oh, we have a learn words section.
We do. Oh, and we chose stage A. Oh, that's hard to say.
I mean, that doesn't mean much to viewers because it was so long ago now.
They don't remember.
So basically, yeah, it's the stage right before the labial vowels become the labialized vowels become
Bak, 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 bak,
the
bak, bak.
labial vowel
Yeah.
stops.
Mang, mang, ma. Mang, mang.
So
Ow.
which does kind of no, I think it's fine because learning them at like um learning them at this stage not as W or V but as U I think is fine.
Mhm.
So we can have like a za to pre proto bokus.
Mhm. We can call that for now.
Um, za to proto bokus sound correspondences. I promise I can spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it can't even work out what I'm trying to say. Oh,
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what I thought too. Yeah, it's just that.
okay. So um, for is it worth just bringing up no because the proto sounds aren't the same as the ones here.
It might almost make sense to do like a proto Bokus to no, never mind, because it's going to kind of coalesce in some capacity.
So
Like this map is not bijective.
what?
It's not going to be like a one-to-one correspondence because of course it's not.
Well, it can be for the most part.
I trust you. Yeah. Okay.
Like the main thing was to be the numbers have like a more limited
The fuzz just like flew at me from like the ether.
like they have a more limited range of consonants that they use.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
what.
can always look at what we've chosen and then
Yeah.
base later
One.
decisions on this. So at one point I was considering doing this as a poll, and I didn't get past. There were a bunch of changes that I think needed to be worked out on stream.
Hmm.
So, like in general, um, so pharyngeal
That's a great band name, David. Fuzz through the ether.
consonants,
There is a an album by King Gizzard and Little Wizard called "I'm in Your Mind Fuzz." That's pretty good. It's one of the early ones. It was very psyche and rocky. Um,
I don't want to be that broad. So
I'm that broad.
I'm very happy that we could hear Remy.
I mean, it's either the chuckling or the protein shake you just missed being made.
So pharyngalized alveolar consonants. The thing is, we don't. There's so many we don't have. Like because like let's just say obstruents for now.
That was Remy laughing, indeed.
Known as
Oh,
the
Jesse, if you're out there listening, I'm sure you are. I would say for a King Gizzard to start with Butterfly 3001. It's very popular, very lively. Um, I would also recommend Gumboot Soup. That is also a very accessible album as well, and gets into the microtonality that they're kind of like has started ish. But yeah, those are two albums I think are very good.
I think that like my plan here clearly wasn't. I think it's a bit mixed up, which is a funny way of expressing this. Um, because
How are you? There you are.
I think this was like potentially what if we did this. Like the other thing is that our phonology, our rules have changed a lot on some level, right?
Yeah,
Like the Boku's ones got a big switcheroo. So, for example, like the yod position happens really early
it is
still.
the first thing. Ooh, yes, that's an excellent album. That yes,
Um, and then it's like, well, do we then allow? We don't have a T. No, we do have a T in kasut, right?
we do.
Um, we don't have a T at this point in the language.
Period.
So, also, I didn't want to decide what we did schwa as. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, do we have schwa? No, we don't have schwa yet.
no.
Not yet. Like, it all gets very messy. Um,
Mm,
so, because some of these sounds, learning them in wouldn't affect things too much, right? Um, learning them in as uh, approximates,
done.
it
So
would,
Africans.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but yeah.
in our rules, the way that you define them, they
There's
aren't defined
not.
as apricots.
No, they're not.
So
That's why
there is effectively, for our purposes, not a distinction between ka and sa.
no, which I love. I think that's sick, man.
I was like so sure I knew what you said.
Yeah, that's so gas. No cap, bro. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'd have fallen on myself for
I
being.
feel like this is like such a random detour from where we were going.
An absolute. I see. This is actually the exact idea I had when we started this. I knew it. Something coming like from the fuzz from the ether called to me. I said number loans.
Sorry, I don't know what the problem was. It me or was it Miles?
It was me.
Okay.
What kind of of course I'm the problem.
No, because I just took a sip. I was worried that I was like, king. Oh, I think we just have to start. I think we're in decision paralysis.
Who is she?
Who's what?
Who is this thing that says yes, numbers follow them, the nouns that I'm currently at.
That yeah, we'd already written that in. Yeah, but disturbed by Miles, I just need confirmation. Or is the lack of correction that it was you proof that it was you?
I mean, I'm like 99.9% certain that it was me.
Okay. It's a brave thing for you to admit.
It's the first step.
Uh-huh. Okay. I really want to learn. Like, let's just do it in here and write the rules up.
Yeah, let's just kick it out.
Okay,
The
I want to make this Sao.
yes, I also want to make that sound. That's great.
Okay,
So,
which rules? So coda L goes to you.
oh yeah, brother.
Um, also there are other coders. So
Code R.
coda R goes to Longville.
I could imagine that.
I think that makes the most sense.
Mhm. And then code N.
But no. Um, and but we have and although I also was considering whether we just learn N in.
I here's another idea that you'll probably shoot down, but I will try to posit it.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Give me.
okay.
I'm trying to project positive vibes into my head so I don't like shoot your idea down
Okay.
and I don't tell you. I still think about David telling me that me telling you to write. I was writing the ideas down. It's me saying that I'm going to write it down, put it in a piece of paper, fold it up, and put it into the bin.
This is my idea.
Okay. You don't have any?
Oh, I'm sorry. The ideal was
Sorry for shouting.
so the idea was to keep the L going to U, but instead of the R inducing the lengthening, the N would, and the R would kind of go to like a Y and then an I.
I think no matter how much I love my Burmese and co doing the R to Y,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Can I posit another idea?
yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, absolutely, we aren't doing this.
okay, great. But instead, we're doing
Sorry,
this.
that was the shoot. What? No,
How about this?
we literally have a lingual nasal consonant vowels.
Oh, wait, like, mm?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna get my IPA keyboard out just so I can. Wait, that's the wrong one.
it is.
There.
Nice. So see, that makes sense. That's what I said.
That's not what you said. That was some Tethys level mental gymnastics without the Tethys level execution.
I don't know
And
if
you
that's
can
a
quote me
compliment.
on that. You
That
can
is,
quote when
yeah.
Tethys does phonology, like painting outside the lines. Tethys does it with a level of flair that I don't think I can pull off. I don't think.
I just draw a circle, 4 legs on it, and call it a dog. That's my artistry.
Like Tethys does things with sound changes that like I do not have the patience for in my own work, but I really appreciate as a viewer.
Listen, one must have their own style to be seen in this world.
Mm.
Carl
Hi,
has
Carl.
just came. Thank you for joining us, Carl, in our final 10 minutes. You're making a wonderful, wonderful, delicious podcast and stream. You missed me fake gagging. It's great. Um,
So where the thing that we have is that these can't go at the end, which means that we maybe need copy vowels.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay, so which means we've got Sau, Misi.
Mm-hmm.
We're not writing this like this. It would be Yegyu.
Yeah, Joe. Also pleased to aim.
Okay, we're doing this post yeah partition, right?
Mm-hmm. That would be almost immediately Zedzo.
Um, because we're doing it after that one, this will become Zedzo,
Mm-hmm.
but it happens at a different stage.
Correct.
So Shwa, what do we do with Shwa? I think we could say E. We could say if we go for E, we know it will be basically we no Shwa is never stressed, so it actually doesn't matter, does it?
No.
If we pick one that like if we did E or A, it would almost always be reduced, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So A is easy, right?
A is easy. Getting A's is not. And for that, there's ChatGPT.
So Mazu, which these are gonna
No,
merge.
welcome. Thank you for joining us. on this final 10 minutes of us working our loan words out. I'm
This
glad
is
you made an appearance.
this might be a problem.
This might be a problem. This might be a problem. This might be
Um,
a problem that luckily foresaw.
the thing that might solve the issue is the fact that they are distinguished means that we may have a single case of a final stressed O.
Could we do some like just like yo, this is a U, like this is a U, and we just kind of like lengthen it to
That
be.
wouldn't change. The only thing that would change would be this would become Mazi and this would be Mazu.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean it's better than having five
I
and
say
six.
we I say we work that out at the point that we're putting them in the dictionary.
Cool. Yes.
I don't want to set a precedent at this stage
No.
for
They're
okay,
distinguish. Things are
this will
fun.
be Masau.
Masau.
This will be Mazisi.
Yeah.
The other thing is that if we don't have roots this long, although to be actually we don't have an issue with our sound changes, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah.
So Mazo,
Oh, yep.
uh, with
E.
Gi or Gi, I think just Gi.
Gee. We have gee, we have gay.
Um, so
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month.
powerful consonants to lingual plus.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate that you can't do the normal plus.
I hate how my alt key is stuck, so I can't use my keyboard anymore.
Ooh,
Brother, ooh. Brother back on a rounded vowel.
Mazisi, Mazo, Gi, Zu, uh, Gie.
I know his name's
Oh,
not mesothelioma, but I hope he's doing okay.
so with just Sao, are we learning it as Sao on my IPA keyboard? Do I have to like press? I don't know what that did.
Oh,
Also, I don't. I think I just want to press undo.
where are you? Oh,
I,
there we are.
I don't know
Yeah.
what. Oh, here. Okay.
Yes.
So Sal, it, it would. It kind of wants to be this. What? What's concerning Jesse?
Again, concerning people is our brand. Making people think that we're unwell.
The
Is
fact that I can't use the plus on my keyboard when I have my IPA keyboard on. Wait, Extinguisher's name is shortened from fire extinguisher?
oh.
Okay,
Oh, they're going to CopyCon. I didn't realize they were of the European vernacular.
you didn't?
No, not a
I
clue.
knew. I knew.
You have the British intuition. You just like,
No, I just read the comments.
oh, okay.
This is known information, Miles.
I feel okay. I feel like RuPaul insofar that like, you know how like RuPaul like does not watch Drag Race like at all.
Yeah,
I feel very that.
great.
I feel like I interact with the people. I know who they are. I at least know their names. That's probably about it.
So, part of me wants to. Oh, and it would be this. I
Mhm.
want to see what happens if I put this in the sound changes.
Yeah,
And
please do. I will as well.
if it dies, we will. It doesn't. It really doesn't like it. It comes out as sav.
Stop.
um,
I want some
like,
both stuff.
I don't know. I don't know where the problems begin.
And where they end? Great question. Let's look.
Um, I think it's because
Uh,
it's we end up with like three S's in a row.
mm-hmm. This is. Mm.
I think
Let's.
I think that it's the sort of thing where actually it's not a problem with the. I don't think the protoform is fixed if you take away, like, if we make it Sao. Oh no, that does fix it.
Oh, does it? Oh. If I die young. Oh, it becomes soft.
It just becomes Sav, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That. Yeah. So, oh, this whole thing becomes Sav.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Well, it becomes just the Sav.
The Sav.
It feels like doing a really bad Eastern European impression.
Sav. It's not like you're saying salve, but like wrong.
Um, lingual plus I, um, unless the vowel is would already be long. So Janish is yeah ni.
See,
We're good with Jenny C, right?
like Genesee Light. Oh, Carl says, guys. I don't know at what, but I'm very curious to see what this is.
Ashimoya.
Chotamate.
Wrong language.
Great. I tried.
I was speaking Korean.
Okay. They're
I've been
related,
watching.
right?
I've been watching Devil's Clan. The softening. Which softening?
Is that what we were waiting for? Oh.
Which softening?
I'm not worried.
Like the softening of the S? The only reason why it's weird is because we wouldn't usually have S in that position at this stage in the language.
If anything should be worried, it's me and my wisdom teeth that are bothering me.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Almost launching into that again.
Oh, I know. Ooh, melon. Gua. Shi gua. Bei gua.
What?
Gua. Shi gua.
Wait.
Gua. Gua and gua. Dong
No,
gua.
I'm not sure. No, it is Sigua.
Shi gua. Yeah.
Yeah, for watermelon.
Mm-hmm. And
I realized
non gua is pumpkin. I couldn't afford to take it out. So they're vibing. Yeah, they're still there.
Okay, both high tones. Sigua.
Go ahead. That's how I stayed smart all these years. Stayed wise. This would be guo sao.
But also, okay, I'm trying to work out what's gonna happen to these.
So, well, we can look. Oh, mine didn't come in wisdom teeth at until 25. And at that point, I only have like 2, maybe 3. So it comes out as Z, Va, Gu, and then Gvutsav or Gvusav, sorry. It's just a fricative. Gvusav. Well, I mean, well, they've been around for a while. I just had to like deal with it. I feel like a baby teething a lot of the times. Um, yes,
Wow, they actually get more distinct, don't they?
they do a little bit. Ooh,
Wait,
kasutu.
you should have them out by 20. I actually had one of mine fully erupted successfully.
Yeah, my one of mine is fully erupted already.
Look at us go. My dentist is convinced that my job involves me being able to pronounce things properly,
Oh, the
which
irony of that.
it isn't. It isn't not, but it isn't really based on that at all.
Well, the doctor, if it's doctors, they are doctors. Dentists are doctors. If the dentist is like playing around in your mouth and trying to make you pronounce something clearly, they can't do that because they're doing their little whatever.
No, that's not what he's worried about. He's worrying about me having a hole into, like, because of the way mine are impacted, there's a risk that I could get a hole between my oral and nasal cavities, which would give me a kind of speech impediment.
Hmm.
Wait, you don't have any?
Yeah, some people don't have. I only have like two, I think, or three. I don't have all of mine. I thought
I
the baby.
thought this was the thing everyone had.
No, because it's like some people don't have an appendix. It's like that. Like you just like
We
just breed them out.
we don't have to have the chat on screen because we never edit any of our videos.
I well, I think David's comment here related to the earlier comment that he made, potentially, or else I have a very sick mind. But I think bodies are nasty. Bodies excrete things, and I think that's already vile.
I think that bodies are beautiful, and in our excretions, we are letting go of things that have to be let go.
Oh, no attachments.
And also, like, most of that's bacteria anyway.
Yeah, I saw that now people are saying that pee is not sterile. So
Miles might be correct, but he isn't right.
I'm not right, but that's okay. I'm gonna pack my bags and leave. Okay. In the great words of Whitney Houston, crack is whack, everybody. Spay and your pets, don't do drugs. And boo-bye for now. You better
Um,
chill. You better lay low.
no, most everything is nothing.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is empty.
The void is a beautiful place.
Um,